It's been a great year for the South Indian film industry, as many of them, including KGF 2, RRR, Vikram, Bhishma Parvam, Karthikeya 2, Charlie 777, and Vikrant Rona, took the nation by storm at the box office thanks to their original narrative styles, breathtaking visuals, and larger-than-life characters. The South Indian films provided a breath of fresh air to the nation's moviegoers with their honest approach towards upholding the Dharma and giving the regional cultural touch without mocking one's belief. This contrasts with the Bollywood movies, which struggle at the box office even to recover the money invested, with the exception of the Kashmir Files and Bul Bulaiya 2. The Kannada film Kantara, which translates to Mysterious Forest, was written, directed, and starred by Rishab Shetty. It was made by Hambale Films, KGF franchise. The film's production values, performances, and breathtaking Western Ghats scenery in Karnataka keep you hooked to your seat for 2.5 hours. The film highlights the diverse customs and cultures that exist in coastal Karnataka, like Budakola, spirit/deity worship, and Kambala, buffalo racing on slushy paddy fields. Karati, Rishab's hometown, served as the film's location. The story begins with a backdrop from the 19th century about a king who promised to give a tribal people a piece of land in exchange for their deity Panjurli, wild boar spirit, which he believed to have brought him peace and happiness. In addition to the deity Panjurli, Shivagana also has a Karnika influence, known as deity Guliga, which is worshipped in the shape of a sacred stone. Both deities are worshipped together here. In contrast to Panjurli, who is revered as the god of prosperity and guidance, Guliga is a Kshatrapala/Kshatrapalaka, lit. Protector of the place/field, is ferocious, violent, and unforgiving. The main plot of the film is driven by the greed of the king's successors to reclaim the land granted to the tribal people and the forest department's efforts to protect the wildlife and trees in the forest from hunting and deforestation by tribals, respectively. While the focus of the film is primarily on Achyut Kumar's portrayal of the king's descendant and the landlord, Devendra Saturu, and Shiva, Rishab Shetty's rebellious nature and sycophancy toward the landlord, it is important to note Shiva's gang, which includes Bulla, Rampa, Sundara, Naru, and Lakshu characters, and their comic timing even in serious circumstances. A handful of Shiva and his gang scenes would make you jolt out of your seat in fear and make you giggle immediately. Rampa, Prakash Thumanad, a bachelor in his late 40s, deserves special mention because he consistently scores when given the chance. Shiva's love interest Leela, Sapthami Gowda, who plays the newly hired forest officer, gave everything she had to whatever was required by her part. Leela's difficulties with her obligations to the villagers and her sense of duty could have been thoroughly explored. Devendra is an extremely well-written character who just might easily trick you with his butter talk, smile, compassion, and kindness. But when the time comes, he might be greedy, heartless, and discriminator. In yet another great performance, Kishore, who portrays a hot-headed and bald DRF officer Muralidhar who occasionally displays his gray shades, makes the audience want to dislike him all the time but end up falling in love with him. Ajanish B. Lokanath, music, and Arvind Kashyap, dub, two more superstars in the movie, together would create the first half scenes relaxing to the ears and the eyes, especially with the song Singara Siriai sung by Vijay Prakash. Rishab Shetty's unforgettable final Guliga and Panjurli act can make anyone mesmerized with its impeccable choreography by Rajbi Shetty and can guarantee goosebumps. Rishab, Raj, Ajanish, and Arvind's collective efforts are what put the audience in a trance for the final 20 minutes. It is expected that liberals will try to discredit this film because it has the essence of Hinduism and its traditions. Recently, Rishab Shetty and the Kannada anchor engaged in a rapid-fire round during one of the interviews after the film's phenomenal success in the South, during which she was asked to describe the names she would choose in a word or two. The actor responded at Bhuta Naika, great leader, when asked about Narendra Modi, and no comments when asked about Rahul Gandhi. His room temperature IQ supporters were appropriately outraged by the no comments and attempted to trend boycott Kantara on Twitter even though the movie is already raking in a ton of money at the box office. He also identified himself as an ardent follower of his Dharma and a proud Hindu. Kantara is designed to be watched in a theater to truly appreciate the spirituality and cinematic feel. This film offers some lesser-known Hindu Dharma Padarthas for non-Kannadigas, such as Bhutaradhain, Devaradhain, Nima, etc. These should not be missed. Since this movie is bringing families to the movies in Karnataka for a long time, it would not be unfair to ask the state's chief minister, Shri Basavaraj Bommai, to declare it tax-free.